How could this happen? I was attacked in my match. There were attacks all through the night at Death Before Dishonor. All night, people were getting attacked. Over and over. Ambushes, brawls. Hell, in the 2 matches before mine, there were attacks. You would think that the officials would make sure the security is in place to stop these attacks from happening. But no, instead, it cost me my match, and here we are. Now, I know what you're clearly going to be saying. Scott, you attacked the people in those prior 2 matches from yours. Yes. But that was after attacks had already occurred. There should have been steps to prevent me from being able to do so. Instead, I went and I showed that the Road Warrior champion is not worthy. I showed that BeerMeJesus needs to wake up, literally, and deal with me properly. And I showed that this company doesn't quite have a firm grasp of what is going on. See, when I talked about the unworthy champions, the world champion, the top lock champion, the ultra-violent champion, I did not mention the Canadian champion, yes, but I didn't mention the tag team champions or the Road Warrior champion. And to be honest, I've had those. They're not on my radar quite as much. But don't let that make you think anything different, Wookiee. The Road Warrior title I had for 5 days. You've had a very interesting, effective run. You still walked out as champion, and you went against a former tag team champion in Nathan 8K, someone who took gold from Matt Zion and I. But instead, what we deal with is another unworthy champion. Let's be honest. I was robbed of the Road Warrior title by Lee, and I should have still been champion going through all of this. So Wookiee, you are unworthy. And I wanted to make sure that you remembered that you knew that you were never safe. Just because I didn't mention you doesn't mean you're not on my radar. Now I know that BeerMe is interested in what's going on here. Eye for an eye and everything. I hope you finally have my full undivided attention, good sir, because I respect you. I do. You are probably the more tenacious of the competitors I've dealt with in varying ways. Yes, I had blood feuds all this time, all through this year, but our feud was more competitive. Much more just based out of respect, and yeah, lack thereof at times where we knew we could get one up on the other. But don't get it twisted here, BeerMe. I've had 3 submission matches this year. 2 with you. There's been interference in those 2. Those are the 2 that I lost. I won my other one against our current unworthy world champion, Jay Dionio. So I'd like to think that you now realize interference is what costs me these matches, because then you come out and you interfere and you cost me my 3rd submission match, and now I'm 1 and 3 of them. And guess what? Another case of interference. Another reason why I lost. 4 submission matches, 1 win, 1 match without interference. 3 losses, 3 matches with interference. Gee, I wonder what the unifying force of that is. Oh, and in all 3 of those matches, it's you. And I know. I say interference. Yeah. You pulled me into the ref, and I got knocked loopy. Lee came in and threw the ether in my face. And then this time, you literally smashed me with a chair over and over and over. Eye for an eye, BeerMe. I cost you your submission record. I wish it was me, that got the win over you, I will. But I rest well knowing that you know it was me. Soon, it will only be me. I always survive these, BeerMe. And that brings us to partners. Brings us to what's coming. Because I was looking forward to Bound for Glory. Another main event with me. Yet again, proving everything that I am saying. And yet here we are with Hell in a Cell. And the top non-title match that isn't a gimmick one for the event, Ash and Finn, is me and a partner against the Gmsg and BeerMeJesus. Now, Gmsg, BeerMeJesus, BeerMe, we've gone on and I've gone on and on and on with you. But Gmsg, we didn't really talk last time. Everything was going on and I didn't really give you your fair due. And I need to correct that because you're Superstar of the Year. And I told you in the ring, that should have been mine. And this year it will be. I fully see if I somehow get screwed out of titles, I'll still be Superstar of the Year. Everybody knows it. You were a write-in vote and you won. Not this time. Submission match, you did your thing and got the win with a ring post figure 4 and nice classy move. Yeah, because BeerMe helped. And then the two of you, the Superstar of the Year and one of the more decorated, famous people we have, challenged me to Hell in a Cell. Not a Hell in a Cell match, but a tag match. Because I made the challenge to JD O'Neill, which he accepted. And now we get to talk about partners. Presumably, Team No Chance will be all out, like I said last time. And if you see videos from Bomber, because he's got to be in there and snooping around backstage, he's talking a lot of rumors. Saying I'm looking at getting Red, looking at getting Lee, and even UVC people, Bomber. That makes about as much sense as me asking you to be part of it. So there's exclusive. Is it Bomber involved? Is it BeerMe and Gmsg? You'll all know soon enough. I mean, he's basing it on my saying it's the devil you know versus the devil you don't. Yeah, I don't talk to people backstage. Not anymore. Nobody deserves it. This company, this planet, is becoming a paradise for assholes. You all know it. You've seen everything that I've gone through. And this new strip-lined version of just making everything matter has gotten me main event after main event after main event. I don't know why it's losing me fans. It's that edge that I needed to go forth and be the true hero everybody deserves. And yet I'm being booed. I'm being denied entry through the crowd. The people turned their back on me. I did not turn their back on them. I made my apology. The World Championship should not have been treated that way. And yet here we are. With a champion still not defending. With a champion happy to have an early night against the former Jobber of the Year. My friend and tag team partner, former champion Matt Zion. He's ready to go out there, proving how unworthy of a champion he is, instead of facing the uncrowned. So yes, I have my interested parties. I will decide my champions to survive with me at Survivor Series, and I will have one of them with me at Hell in a Cell, because why wouldn't I? Who is that? It's not for anybody to know. You'll find out then. Is it anybody Bomber mentioned? Is it Bomber himself? Is it some new guy? Am I gonna pull Red and pull her in like she got me to do? The crazy, insane person she is, or like Woody did in getting somebody random like Chappers, who I went to a no contest with. You'll see. You'll see soon enough. Sunday night, tonight, we will go to war at Hell in a Cell. BeerMeJesus and the Gmsg. Unfinished business with one and a preview for the other. And all of it a showcase just to prove a point to JDonio, where we go to the Survivor Series, where you still won't have defended your title, and I show you how unworthy you are, and I show you that I am the uncrowned world champion.